You're a salesperson and you want one idea that will make a big difference in your sales every month. That's this week on Think Tank Tuesday. Hi, I'm Paul Potratz, and welcome to this week's Think Tank Tuesday. So you're a salesperson and you need more opportunities. You need more people to talk to, right? Of course you do. It's a numbers game. You've got to talk to more to be able to sell more. Well, I'm going to share a strategy with you, and don't hold this against me, all right, guys? Because I'm not saying I did this strategy. All right, well, maybe I did. So this strategy is simple. You work at a dealership, and guess what? That dealership has phone tracking. But before I get into the phone tracking and how you're going to use it, keep in mind, as a salesperson, you have to push yourself outside of the comfort zone. Don't waste time standing outside, talking to your friends, talking about what you did this weekend, talking about what you're going to do tonight, talking about the weather. Make your time productive. Make your plan, work your plan. So what I want you to do is look at your phone system. You have phone tracking. Your dealership is probably using something like Who's Calling or Marchex or one of those companies to do phone tracking. That is a golden nugget. That's the best opportunity for you. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to the boss and I want you to tell the boss, hey, I'm going to sell more cars and we're missing money. We're leaving money on the table. We're not getting the job done. So what I want is access to our call tracking, our phone system, like Marchex, Who's Calling, whatever product you're using. It doesn't make a difference. It's got a back end where you can log into it and you can listen to the phone calls that are coming into your dealership. You can see phone calls that are actually completed. You can see phone calls that are hang-ups. And that's what I want you to do. Remember, you've got to push yourself outside the comfort zone. So those hang-ups, I want you to listen to those because generally the hang-up call is where somebody comes into the switchboard and while they're coming in, if you've got the phone tracking that's recording the calls, it will say, hey, this call is going to be recorded for quality assurance. And then it's going to go into the next system. And a lot of times dealers don't even call their own 800 numbers and see. Then it goes into a next system. And a lot of times somebody goes, oh, the recording says, hey, this call is going to be recorded for quality assurance. Again, 2 times. Then it goes to the operator. Then the operator answers the phone and says, all right, how can I connect your call? And somebody says, hey, I want new cars, I want used cars, I want service. And then the person's going to sit on hold because generally the receptionist does not say, well, hold the line while I connect you. And then they page somebody, get them on the phone and connect. That doesn't happen in most dealerships. So that person sits on hold as the phone rings and rings and rings. And let me tell you, we have no patience, so we end up hanging up. So what I want you to do as a salesperson is you can see the phone numbers in that dashboard. I want you to make that part of your call list every day. And I want you to call those individuals back and say, hi, let's say Joe. Hi, Joe. You called into the dealership and we didn't connect you very promptly, so I just wanted to follow up and see if I could help you. You do that. Trust me, you will start getting more appointments and selling more cars. The next step, all right, this is where it gets a little sketchy. The next step is those individuals that called in and listen to the calls. Listen to them. And you'll see what your dealer's going through and what your sales manager's going through. He's like, oh, I don't want to listen to my calls because I need to drink when I listen to the calls. You'll hear how those phone calls are, well, I started to say being answered, but I really should say not being handled properly. This gives you an opportunity for a second chance to call those individuals back because you will hear on those calls that people are calling in and they're saying, hey, I see that you've got a so-and-so vehicle, and one of your coworkers probably says, yep, it's already sold, sorry, click. That happens all the time. So if you're a salesperson that is an overachiever, that wants to do more, that wants to have an unlimited income, you want to make a lot of money, get into that phone system, start listening to those phone calls, and make that part of your call list every single day. And don't give up. Just because when you call Joe and Joe doesn't answer the phone or he's disconnected, just try it a different time of the day. You tried to call him in the morning, call him in the afternoon, call him in the evening, or get really crazy because your phone tracking system will show you if it's a landline, which is pretty much non-existent, or if it's a mobile. Text him and say, Hi, Joe. You were disconnected from ABC dealership. My name's Paul. I want to see how I can help you. Do it, guys. Trust me and gals, and you'll start selling more cars. That's the tip for this week, and I'll see you next week.